C's backend comms.
Got SMA2 on comms on control room.
Welcome, SMA2.
In control room, starting data handoff. CNC, please perform all CNC steps on Proc 299 and make calls on control room.
CNC copies on control room. Step 6-1, system link is open, and plain Marvin and plain D flat memory load nominal. I have verified all docs have stopped. Video streaming is off. Expected fail. Panasonic's station is active and not broadcasting. Selecting Play Marvin from the drop-down list and selecting Disconnect. Okay, step 66, clicking the disarm button and disconnecting plain Marvin from ground D flat in 3, 2, 1. Disconnected and expected warnings. Okay, step 69, selecting data to Panasonic and starting the Panasonic stream in 3, 2, 1. Started. Plain CNC on control room, ground default has been disconnected from Play Marvin.
Since you plan in control room, I got you on 299, step 71.
Today, Cosmic Girl is piloted by our Chief Test Pilot, Kelly Latimer, and our Chief Pilot, Eric Bippert. We also have 2 launch engineers on board, Jason Panzerino and Bryce Schaefer. Let's quickly recap what our flight profile looks like so you know what to expect once Cosmic Girl takes off. Let's take a look at a GUI. After departing Mojave, Cosmic Girl will fly southwest to our drop point, which is about 50 miles south of the Channel Islands. Once we reach the drop point, we'll enter into a loop that we call the racetrack as we wait for final goes and no-goes. During those go and no-go polls, our console operators will be double-checking the health and status of the entire system tip to tail. Cosmic Girl's first lap around the racetrack is just a cold pass, giving us an opportunity to verify winds are good and that we have a strong S-band connection for telemetry. This is also when our Autonomous Flight Safety System, or AFSS, will confirm that we have the right conditions to send LauncherOne into orbit. After that, we'll commit to our terminal count autosequence, which lasts about 15 minutes. After terminal count, LauncherOne enters drop ready mode and is totally autonomous. As we pass the drop point again, Kelly will pull Cosmic Girl up into a pretty sharp pitch angle, about 30 degrees, to point LauncherOne skyward before she manually releases the rocket. You'll know she's dropping the rocket when you hear her say, "Release, release, release." After release, the rocket falls for about 5 seconds before the main engine, Newton 3, starts up and accelerates the rocket through the upper atmosphere. Anyone who's watched a rocket launch before knows what happens next. The first stage will detach after it runs out of fuel, and then the upper stage engine, Newton 4, on our rocket, will ignite to complete the last bit of the journey to orbit. This is the first time Chief Pilot Eric is helming Cosmic Girl since joining the team last year. Let's watch a short video to get to know him.
Yeah, my name is Eric Bippert, and I was recently hired as the new Chief Test Pilot. I learned to fly and got my private pilot's license at the age of 18. And then after college, I commissioned into the Air Force and went to pilot training. I did pretty well in pilot training. I was able to get my first pick of flying C-17s to Charleston, South Carolina. And while there, September 11th hit, and I ended up flying a lot of the initial combat airlift operations into Afghanistan and later Iraq. After that, I became an instructor pilot at the C-17 schoolhouse. And there I instructed literally hundreds of students how to fly the C-17, and I found that to be really rewarding. After that, I went to Air Force Test Pilot School, and I ended up spending the last 10 years of my career all at Edwards Air Force Base. I'm also no stranger to dropping very large and heavy objects out of airplanes. I've airdropped everything from the Orion space capsule to a record 85,000-pound airdrop of a NASA Ares rocket to even a live ballistic missile. Overall, I've flown 49 different aircraft, and Cosmic Girl is going to be my 50th. So I think that's going to be a pretty cool milestone for me. I mean, launching rockets into space, I don't think I can say that without having a little smile on my face. And really, in addition to that, the team here is awesome, and I really believe in what we're doing, across the full gamut of, small satellites to, benefit science and education and, connectivity, national security. The list really goes on and on. This is the kind of job where I'm going to be able to walk home every day with a smile on my face.
I'll do plan control. I'm going to re-enable some warnings.
Cover that plane.
Expecting it and to delivery flow goes away shortly.
Understood.
Planning control room, clearing end to delivery flow.
IT Mojave on comms.
Welcome back, IT Mojave.
Plane, this is LD on control.
Careful plane.
Did I miss the call for rocket on GN2?
Negative, they did announce that.
Copy. So step 8-5 of Proc 299 is complete.
Affirmative.
Copy, thank you.
Welcome back, everyone. Sustainability and environmental stewardship are top priorities for Virgin Orbit, and our commitment to sustainability also extends into our launches. Our air launch platform allows us to minimize the environmental impact to surrounding areas. Most traditional ground launch bases are actually on protected wildlife reserves, and our air launch allows us to use existing airport runways, which avoids construction and impact on wildlife and fauna. Our air launch also emits approximately 90% less carbon, including smoke and soot, onto the ground areas as compared to ground launches, and sound pollution from air launch is approximately 94% less than ground-launched rockets. On top of that, Virgin Orbit will be offsetting the carbon emissions from this flight by investing in regenerative agriculture projects around the globe.
Estimated LD on control. Go ahead.
Just for your general awareness, I'm going to be taking over the control of Wally PTZ for takeoff.
Copy that.
Thermal plane and control, can you meet me in plane?
Estimate this is LD on control.
Go for estimate on control.
Confirming your go for takeoff.
Affirm.
Copy.
LCCD on control room, we are go for takeoff.
Copy that, C. Thank you. CNC on control room looks like a momentary outage on Panasonic data stream.
Copy. Clearing warnings.
All right, everyone, as you can see, Cosmic Girl is being towed to the end of the runway. Keep your eyes on the screen. Takeoff is imminent, so stay tuned.
LC, Long Beach IT2, checking in.
Copy, ID.
Orbit base, LE1, board 107, has rocket completion.
Copy, Board 107.
Orbit base, LE2, starting aircraft engines and idling for 5 minutes.
Copy, 5-minute idle.
All right, everyone, what we just heard over comms is that the Cosmic Girl is going to start doing a 5-minute idle of the engines. Basically, we're warming her up so that when we fly, everything is already checked out and good to go. So things are getting really, really, really exciting. We're going to be taking off quite soon, so stay tuned, keep watching the screens, and we'll be wheels up in no time.
Orbit base, LE2, I will be venting and repressing both launch tanks for takeoff.
Copy, vent and repress.
Engine 2, nominal start. Engine 3, nominal start. And engine 4, nominal start. I'll do planning control room, maybe about 75 minutes. Budget on GN2 at this time.
Plane was at a call for LC on control.
LC or LD was letting you guys know about 75 minutes. Budget on GN2.
Copy that, understood. Thank you, 75 minutes.
Orbit base, LE1 high-speed data recording initiated.
Orbit base copies. Recording high-speed data. Cosmic Girl Orbit Base, verifying that you've loaded the SBN on mode file.
Confirm, SBN on has been uploaded.
Copy that, thank you.
And we are beginning taxi now.
Orbit base copies, begin a taxi.
LVCD on control room, we are still go for takeoff.
Copy that.
All right, everyone. We've heard that we are go for takeoff. We are go for taxi. You can see Cosmic Girl moving right now. Keep an eye out. We are about to be wheels up.
Orbit base, LE2, are you still go for takeoff?
Go for takeoff.
We are hearing goes for takeoff
Copy,
across the board.
SMA, this is LDX. Can you go to anomaly
There was
1?
like 30 of them right on the hillside moving that way yesterday, and like 10 popped up at once. Jeez. I was like, oh. Then they said today is supposed to be dry lightning all day. And most of the storms, they're coming up over the Sierras and moving out that way along the Nevada border. I was looking at the amount of strikes right before I left. Like it was like
Orbit base LE1, we're on the takeoff roll.
Orbit base copies, and takeoff roll.
All right, everyone, we heard that we were just about to take off. We have made it to the top of the runway, and Cosmic Girl is moving. Lots of excitement here. Here goes Cosmic Girl. And yes, we are wheels up. As a reminder, we're flying out to the Pacific to our drop point, which is 50 miles south of the Channel Islands. Right now, Mission Control is monitoring the rocket to ensure all of our systems are healthy through this takeoff, through this flight. In particular, we're keeping a really close eye on temperatures to make sure the mission is still running on time. We want to still make sure that our liquid oxygen is as cold as possible for our mission. Our LEs, Bryce Schaefer and Jason Panzerino, are doing all of this monitoring work from the aircraft. They're effectively working as a mobile mission control for the rest of the mission.
Altitude 5,000.
Orbit base LE2, S-band transmitter is active. Confirm when locks acquired.
Orbit base copies. We'll confirm when S-band locks have been acquired.
Radiohead, this is LD on control.
Go ahead, LD for Radiohead.
S-band is active from LauncherOne. Please confirm lock when you have it.
Mojave has frame lock and target lock. Good signal at Mojave.
Cosmic Girl, orbit base, we have confirmed good S-band lock for Mojave.
Copy confirmed, good S-band lock to Mojave.
Altitude 10,000.
Copy 10,000.
And it seems like we cut the G2 flow. LD, we can go ahead and disable NT only reflow.
Copy, disabling.
Orbit base LE1 rocket cavity purges on bleed air.
Orbit base copies, cavity purge on bleed air. Thank you.
LD Radiohead on control.
Go ahead.
As be advised, we're seeing normal expected dropouts in the turn, but when we have data, it's much cleaner and better than we saw the last two times when we were on.
We're heading out to the drop point right now, and wanted to give you an update that We have our S-band, our data is flowing into the mission control room, but we wanted to take a little bit of a pause as we haven't got to mention some of the customers on today's mission. So as we mentioned at the top of the show, we're carrying 3 different customers to space on LauncherOne today. First up is the US Department of Defense, which is launching 4 CubeSats as part of the DoD Space Test Program's Rapid Agile Launch Initiative, or RALI. This launch is is also known as STP-27VPA and was awarded to Vox Space by the Department of Defense's Defense Innovation Unit, or DIU. The DoD and the US government more broadly is very interested in leveraging more commercial technology to support R&D efforts and grow its launch capacity to support increased national security. Our second payload is a CubeSat called BRIC-2, built by ISI Space for the Royal Netherlands Air Force. This is actually the Netherlands' first ever military satellite, so this is a big step forward for their space program. BRIC-2 will serve as a testbed for a variety of communication experiments and also demonstrate how small satellites can provide a meaningful contribution to the country's military operations. Last, but certainly not least, LauncherOne has on board 2 satellites from the Polish satellite company Sat Revolution. These 2 CubeSats, called Stork 4 and Stork 5, or Marta as Stork 5 is affectionately known as, will be the first satellites placed into orbit for the company's Stork constellation. Once deployed, these satellites will collect multispectral, medium-resolution imagery for agricultural and energy customers in the US, in Poland, and abroad. So with those great customers, we also wanted to send you a little bit of a video and a little bit of insight on who we are at Vox Space and Virgin Orbit.
LC planning control room.
Go ahead.
Just checking with you if we get a comm check on VHF. Would you like us to respond or you would like to take over?
I can take the call from VHF. I'll make sure it's active.
Copy that.
Verified I'm on VHF at this point in time, plane.
Copy that, sir.
We've updated the estimated time to 14:47 and 0 seconds.
Order base copies. 14:47 is new drop time. Thank you.
Orbit base, LA2 at node file.
Cosmic Girl Orbit Base, could you repeat your last?
The mission node file has been uploaded.
Orbit Base copies last, thank you.
This is LD on control. Can confirm chase is taken off.
Cosmic Girl continues her route out to the drop point. And we gave you an overview, top-level overview of some of the customers on today's flight, but we also wanted to bring some of them directly to you. And to join, we have one of our anchor customers for today's mission from the Department of Defense's Space Test Program, or STP. We have the director, Colonel Carlos Quinones. How are you doing this morning, sir?
I'm doing great. It's great to be with you guys today.
Awesome. I see that you're joining us from Mojave Air and Spaceport. How's it going up there this morning?
It's beautiful morning here. It's a lot of excitement. We were just about to see the aircraft take off, and the crowd was pretty excited about seeing the aircraft moving closer to do our first launch. So a lot of excitement on our side.
That's excellent to hear. So can you tell me a little bit more about the DoD's Space Test Program?
Absolutely. So the DoD Space Program has been around for a long time, over 50 years. And the purpose of the program is to demonstrate emerging technologies in support of development capabilities for our joint warfighter. And particularly, we take early capabilities, early technologies, and we demonstrate that those technologies can support a operational capability or can support the development of the science and to go after a specific capability. So we are been doing this in support of the Department of Defense for a while, as I mentioned. And we particularly do 4 things. We actually do our mission design. We do the spacecraft procurement for some cases. We do integration and actually integration for launch vehicles and then space operations as needed.
All right, that's awesome. You're up to a whole lot there. As a part of this one, you had a procurement through the Rapid Agile Launch Initiative. Can you tell us a little bit about how that might have been different or what that is?
Absolutely. So in about 2017, we received a congressional kind of mandate to go and explore how we can help the enterprise by adding to the a small launch piece of the launch enterprise. So the purpose of the actual program was to not only help non-traditional contractors for the Department of Defense to come up to speed and provide this very needed service, but also another opportunity for science and technology payloads to be able to get access to space, do the experimentation, get the data, and help future programs continue the progress toward an operational capability. So we've been doing this since then. We were able to actually use our partnership with the Defense Innovation Unit as part of the overall enterprise, and we're able to do a contract or what we call an OTA for non-traditionals. And it's been very successful so far. We actually have launched already 3 payloads, and then we actually have another 5 launches looking this year in support of that initiative.
Art, excellent. Art. So today, some of the people want to know what experiments were selected to fly on LauncherOne today, and maybe with, gosh, the laundry list of satellites that you're tracking, how these ones got selected.
So the selection process is called what the Space Experiments Review Board. This is a Department of Defense level board in which all services and DoD agencies bring their experiments forward to determine if those experiments are ready to go forward. There is a extensive criteria that we use for those, but mostly it comes down to make sure that we have an experiment that actually has military utility from the standpoint of the department, but also that has a well-planned experimentation that can actually help and move science forward and also help some specific programs. Once that list has been put together, then it comes back to the STP program, and then we use the Space and Missile Center full enterprise to help us then allocate either launch opportunities, or in some cases we actually go after and build our own space vehicles to integrate some of those payloads and use those opportunities to provide the additional capability that the department needs and overall that the nation needs. With regards to the payloads today, we have 4 payloads. We actually have one of our Army payloads there, with Gunsmokes. We also have the CC program Block 1, and we also have the HaloNet. All those are CERB approved payloads. They've been on our list to provide LEO orbit experimentation, and we are very excited today to be able to provide that initial set of data to the team.
Art, thank you so much for the background on those. We're excited to get those experiments on orbit for you. And then you have a lot of choices when you fly, but today, why was Vox Space selected, and what do you think air launch brings to the launch enterprise and to the DoD more broadly?
No, absolutely. So Vox was part of a full competitive process that we did in partnership with DIU. And through that process, to take the congressional dollars that I already mentioned, we went through certain parameters. We were looking for, obviously, maturity on some of our vehicles, orbit availability, mass that can be serviced, and many other requirements. And through that process, Vox was selected to be a participant of our program. And it's an exciting opportunity for us. Number one, it's our goal to expand the small launch opportunity. That way, the Space and Missile Center launch enterprise has an opportunity to actually keep onboarding and on-ramping additional providers to future missions, which is very important. But also for us, it's about flexibility, and it's about to bring in different type of opportunities. In the case of what Vox brings, it's a unique opportunity, provides a launch, a small launch through aircraft deployment, which provides flexibility, it's not tied to a specific location, allow us to deal with things like weather and other things that if you're at a fixed site, you have to deal with as part of the more traditional approach. So it is an important and I believe a very fruitful endeavor that we are here and the opportunity to actually provide that type of capability and add it to the portfolio of capabilities that our center and the Space Force need is fantastic.
Art. Excellent, Art. Sir, we appreciate you being able to take the time. I know that you're with your team up in Mojave. I want to be able to let you be able to join the rest of them, but thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for flying on LauncherOne, and we look forward to launching more of your satellites here very soon.
Thank you for having me. It's fantastic, and look forward to step 2. Get that rocket onto orbit and get those capabilities going. I appreciate the time. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, sir.
Over base, Cosmic Girl 01 is over water.
Over base copies, over water. Thank you.
And over base, could we do another VHF check here?
Copy that, heading over to VHF.
CE, this is LDN control. Now that Cosmic Girl is over water, please evaluate your commit to terminal count LCCs.
Evaluation in progress. LCE on control room, we are go for terminal count.
Copy that, CE.
Disabling C4AT3.
Cosmic Girl orbit base, we're currently tracking no issues at this time.
LDS radio head.
Orbit base LE1, trip warning on payload bearing temperature forward ambient. We're suggesting that we decrease the bleed air. You can get a sense from thermal that you would like to
Long Beach and Mojave stations have recovered and are reporting good signal.
Orbit base copies your last.
Copy radio.
Cosmic Girl orbit base, what is the number you're intending to go to?
If they could start with 10 degrees, go down to 150.
Orbit base copies and confirms your last for 150.
LA's on plane Honeywell. Thermal and payload advised that that sensor is towards the front and got relocated to the diffuser. Expecting a slightly higher temperature than the rest of the payload. Okay to leave bleed air at the original set point.
Copy, we'll leave bleed air as is. LE1.
Cosmical is heading out to the drop point, so let's quickly talk about what's going to happen once we get there. We have a graphic to show you all. All right, so if you're looking at this graphic, the mission is moving from left to right. The first thing you'll hear right as drop happens is Kelly saying, release, release, release. And then 3 seconds later, we're going to have our PST ignition, which prepares our propellants for our main engine. 2 seconds after that, we'll see MES, or main engine start, where a Newton 3 engine will make LauncherOne pitch up and go to space. As we accelerate in the atmosphere, we'll be increasing the loads to our system, and as we reach our max acceleration, 5 Gs, we're going to throttle down our engine to protect our payloads from those high loads. Soon after, we'll run out of propellant and we'll move into MECO, or the main engine cutoff. Following MECO, we'll go into a short coast and stage separation, when our first stage will fall through the atmosphere as it returns to Earth. At this point, we have made it to space, which is a huge, huge milestone for our mission, and it's safe enough for us to go into fairing separation. 4 seconds after that fairing separation, we'll start SES-1, which is our first burn on our second stage engine, Newton 4. Newton 4 will burn for about 6 minutes before it goes into another coast for about 30 minutes. This burn put us into our transfer orbit, which is the intermediate orbit that will ultimately put us into our final orbit. While we coast along our transfer orbit, we're going to go through what we call a barbecue roll, where our rocket will spin to make sure we are evenly heated on all sides. On the side that's in the shade, it can be negative hundreds of degrees, so we just want to keep it even on all sides. Once we've reached the apogee of our transfer orbit, we're going to begin SES-2, the second burn of our second stage engine. This burn is only a few seconds long, it's about 4 seconds, and it will put us into our final orbit. This will be so exciting for us because we can then release our payloads and our mission will be complete. We are so excited to reach this point of the mission. Throughout the whole flight, Wade and I will be providing you all with updates so you can follow along with the milestones. We are so looking forward to this happening soon.
SMA, this is LD on control.
Go for SMA on control.
Are you go for terminal count?
SMA is go for terminal count.
Copy that, thanks.
This is Radiohead. Long Beach is having expected signal loss and dropouts.
Copy expected loss at Long Beach. CE, this is LD on control.
Go ahead, LD.
Confirming you're still go for terminal count.
Affirm, still go.
Copy that. LEs, this is LD on plane Honeywell. MCC is go for terminal count.
Roger, MCC is go for terminal count, and we are performing step 79 at the moment. And we're base Cosmic Girl, we are 30 nautical miles to the cold pass.
Orbit base copies.
Cosmic 01 is 20 miles to cold pass.
Cosmic Girl, copy that. 20 miles cold pass.
Orbit base LE2, we are now on step 90 of Prague 300.
Orbit base copies on step 90, thank you. Cosmic Girl orbit base, we are currently tracking.
Cosmic Girl 01, 10 miles to cold pass. Copy, tracking, no issue.
Recovered. Orbit base copies to 10 miles.
This is LD on control room. We're getting ready to approach the cold pass and are about 3 minutes away from the start of terminal count. I can confirm that AFSS is green at the cold pass. If you have any additional issues, please bring them up at this time.
Five miles. Two miles. 1 mile. Full pass.
Orbit base, Valley 2, AFSS is green at the drop point. Orbit base copies, AFSS green at drop.
We just got confirmation of being green at our drop point. This means that we're ready to go and we're making the turn out and we'll be entering into our terminal count, which is, as a reminder, a 15-minute auto sequence that prepares LauncherOne for orbit.
One minute until terminal count starts. One minute till terminal count start.
1 minute from terminal count.
Thirty seconds till terminal count start.
TM is seeing expected dropouts in the turn at both stations.
Copy, expected
10
drop.
seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Terminal count auto sequence initiated.
Orbit base copies, it's confirmed auto terminal count has been initiated.
This is LD on control room. Terminal count has been initiated. We're about 15 minutes from the drop.
As we just heard from the control room, we've entered into our terminal count sequence. What you'll expect to hear a little bit over the communication channels is preparedness of the engines. We're going to be bleeding them in and getting them cold and ready to go to space. The LD has also confirmed that we're 15 minutes out from drop.
Expected warning. Cleared.
Cosmical Orbit Base just verifying that all systems are nominal at this point in time.
Roger, everything's nominal at this time.
Expected warning, clearing.
Orbit Base, LE2, we've had a momentary warning on S1 DPFTNK. Please advise it's kind of been riding the bounds throughout the whole flight. Orbit Base, copy, stand by, we'll get you a quick answer.
This is Rocket, good to proceed.
Good to proceed. Orbit Base, Newton 3.1 has begun chilling.
Newton 3.1 engine chill has begun. Orbit Base copies, Newton 3 chill and beginning.
Expected warning on S1 fuel diff, good to clear.
S1 fuel diff, expected warning, clearing.
We just heard that Newton 3.1, the first stage engine, is beginning its engine chill-in. The plane will continue its bank and then start going into its hot pass, where we'll be quickly handing off to the pilots and entering into the pull-up maneuver.
S2 tanks are at initial pressure.
One is turning inbound.
TM is seeing expected dropouts in the turn.
Copy. Expected dropout at the turn.
Cosmic Girl orbit base. Currently, all systems look nominal and tracking, no issues at this time.
Copy, tracking, no issues at this time.
SMA on control, AFSS is green on the inbound turn as expected.
Copy, AFSS green.
Newton 3 engine chill nominal and S1 tanks at expected pressures.
Newton 3 engine chill nominal and S1 tanks at expected pressures.
For base Heli 2, confirm S-band launching path.
Orbit base copies, currently in work.
TM stations have recovered from their intermittent, and both Long Beach and Mojave have solid lock and solid signal.
Cosmic Girl orbit base confirms solid lock on S-band.
Copy, solid lock.
Radiohead, please be ready to switch from Panasonic to S-band data in the MCC once the release call is over, plane Honeywell.
Radiohead, rogers that.
Battery power enabled. Battery power is enabled.
And LD, the Baja station is recording it and tracking to the Long Beach signal. Looks good there.
We have confirmation that we've gone to internal power on the rocket. We are now in the hot pass and will be accelerating into the pull-up maneuver.
Right on internal power.
Cosmic Girl, accelerating to 0.85. Aircraft S-band and AFSS confirmed go.
All expected warnings. Disabling.
Rocket systems look nominal.
S2 prop on control room and 4 engine chill nominal.
LD on control, 1 minute from drop ready.
All right, everyone, we're expecting Cosmic Girl to go into her pull-up maneuver soon. It's about a 25-second maneuver, and we'll see drop within it.
Rocket on plane Honeywell, please switch to GN2.
We're on GN2, high purge.
Good to proceed with launch.
Hold. Release, release, release. Release confirmed.
Release has been confirmed.
PST's ignited.
Newton 3 startup confirmed.
Team source switch to S-band.
Max Alpha flight complete.
We've had successful PST ignition, engine start, pitch up, and have passed max Q.
Cosmic Go orbit base.
Stage 1 burn nominal.
Verified stage 1 burn is nominal. Max Alpha is complete.
Just queuing up tubular bells, part 1.
Max Q Alpha flight, or Max Q Alpha achieved.
Stage 1 burn nominal.
Cosmic Go orbit base. Stage 1 burn is nominal, passing 120,000 feet.
Stage 1 PU nominal, halfway through burn. Stage 1 trajectory nominal.
Stage 2 pop Newton for chill is nominal.
Throttle down commanded.
All right, everyone, we just passed our point of max acceleration, which was 5 Gs, and heard that we had successful down throttle. We're gonna see a lot of things happening quickly. There we go. We just saw stage separation, and now we're gonna see second engine start.
Turning brake wire is broken.
Cosmic Go orbit base, stage set verified, Newton 4, startup initiated.
Copy that, I'll see you minor burn.
Cosmic Go orbit base, also verified, fairing set nominal.
We have confirmation of fairing separation, a video of the payloads on their way to orbit, and Newton 4 will continue to burn for the next few minutes.
Copy, Baja.
S2 prop, stage 2 burn is nominal.
Cosmic Go orbit base, stage 2 burn is nominal. Current camera view indicating payload separation items.
Stage 2, trajectory nominal.
Cosmic Go orbit base, LE1 is going to swap out with LE2, LC2.
Sound good. Thanks for your help today.
Great job, guys. Safe travels home.
Stage 2 PO nominal, halfway through burn.
Cosmic Roller Orbit Base, LC2 checking in.
Welcome to the party, LD2.
Yeah, S2 prop, S2 is nominal.
Cosmic Roller Orbit Base.
We're a little less than 2 minutes from SECO.
We're level flight in RTB.
Base copies level flight RTB.
S2 trajectory is nominal, and we are 1 minute from SECO.
All right, everyone, we just heard that Cosmic Girl is heading back to base. Well done to the flight team. You guys did an incredible job. Right now, we are about to hit SECO, second engine cutoff, and we've heard that everything is nominal.
AFSS mission rules satisfied.
Coast started. Barbecue roll started.
Newton Newton 4 shutdown is confirmed.
Cosmic Girl orbit base Newton 4 shutdown.
Roger, Newton 4 shutdown complete.
We have confirmation of second engine shutdown and have reoriented the vehicle to begin its barbecue roll during the transfer orbit coast.
LD, this is Hotline on control room.
Astropop copies.
Going to let the FAA know that we are okay to release the airspace.
Copy that.
And TM Baja Station has loss of signal.
Copy, loss of signal. Estimated LD on control, taking back over control of Wally PTZ for visual of touchdown. Copy that.
Orbit base, LE1, just would like to congratulate Jamie and Emily Eckstein on their anniversary today, as well as Michael and Christine Creven. And also Brandon Meehan, I'd like to congratulate him on taking his MCAT. I guess being a rocket scientist just wasn't enough for that guy.
Base copies on all the congratulations.
LD CNC on control room.
Go ahead.
Heading off to second shift CNC.
Copy that. Thanks for your service. CNC1.
PLD, this is CNC on control room.
LC copies on control.
LCA, I just wanted to make sure that it's okay for me to start transferring some data from the ground here.
LC's okay with data transfer.
Copy, thanks, Invert.
LC, this is IT on control room.
Copy control.
IT Mojave is going to switch out with second shift.
Copy IT.
Pad engineer on control room for LC.
Copy on control.
Hey, do we have permission to basically go back on site and save the site?
Stand by. LC on control of pad engineer, you do.
Copy that. All right, I'll start assembling second shift Wolfpack, and we'll go in.
Copy. Can you also let covered 6 know that we're no longer in HazOps? They could take down the roadblocks.
Okay, I'll drive by and let them know. I don't have their contact info.
Okay.
For today's mission, we've enlisted the help of ground stations around the world. Starting in Mojave, we used our own telemetry dish in our Mojave facility to track our takeoff. As we moved into our racetrack, we switched to the Long Beach dish that we have here at our facility. And then we're using dishes in Baja California, Mexico, Troll and O'Higgins in Antarctica, as well as dishes in Mauritius. All of these are helping us track our mission and making sure that we're okay. But just be aware that there will be a couple of breaks in getting live data, but we will update you all as we know all the details of how it's going.
SMA on control, covered 6 has been notified. They're going to bring down the roadblocks and head back to Hammerhead.
Copy on roadblocks. Thank you, SMA.
LC plane, control room, permission to sign off.
Copy on control. Are you switching with plane 2?
Yes and no. I'll be following the Cosmic Goal and then taking care of the data download later.
Copy that.
LD2 on control room.
Copy LD2.